Feeling shameless. We back with another episode of the CreativeHub podcast. We coming up on how much?
What?
Followers on TikTok.
We got like almost 9 now.
Yeah, I mean we got almost 9,000.
Yeah, we almost there. Almost there.
Yeah,
Wait, y'all got 9,000 on TikTok?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Y'all
Hey,
niggas wasn't supposed to talk yet, bro. The beginning, y'all wasn't supposed to talk.
Nah, it's not good.
Yeah, but we got almost 9K.
Almost.
That's fire.
Appreciate it.
We grinding, bro. We grinding. Yeah, we just coming up. Like I said, we appreciate the support. All the likes, all the comments. We said it. We say every episode. It just drives us to keep going and pushing out this great content for you guys. So, we always just got to show our gratitude and just be thankful for, what y'all been doing for us. You got anything to say about that?
We're like, at the time of this recording, we're 2 subscribers away from 400, I think.
Yeah, we are.
Trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so let's make it happen.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, y'all run up the numbers for us,
Like two accounts, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you feel me? Give us a little subscribe, you already know. Shit. Who we got in here today, bro?
Shit, someone very important, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we got somebody real important in here today, man. He's a music artist, you feel me? He wears so many different hats, you feel me? He's a brilliant guy. We always talk to him, you feel me? He give us game, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna give him his flowers. We're gonna give him his props while we here. Who you got in here today? Got our boy Tallent in the building, man. You already know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shit, and we got our boy Sensei in here too as well.
Special guest?
Yeah, we got a special guest, Sensei in here.
Outside, y'all know.
You already know. Shit, we got y'all here now. We done started the episode, so we gonna talk to y'all and get into your story. So let's start from now.
Let's do it.
Shit. We already done said your name, but go ahead and introduce yourself. You feel me?
How old you are,
where you from, what do you do, getting in your business.
All up in my shit, huh?
Yeah.
Tallent Azor from LA, West LA.
LA?
Yeah, born and raised.
All right, for sure. We love LA, bro. We just came back from LA. Shit. I'm trying to go back. You feel me? It's definitely an interesting city. I love LA.
Nah, LA, that's home base, man.
Yeah, definitely.
How old you are, bro? How old are you?
27.
27. He's a vet.
He's a vet in the game. Shit, how old are you, Sensei?
I just turned 21, honestly.
Shit, you're youngin' in the game.
Yeah, you feel me?
Youngin' in the game.
A lot way to go.
So shit, we gonna just start from the beginning. So, you said you from LA. Shit, growing up, how was your upbringing?
It was good. Shit, moms was there. Pops was around, but he was doing his stuff, traveling, doing what he do. Mom's on the daycare, so it was babies everywhere. From the time I woke up to I would come home, it's just kids.
Oh shit!
So it was a beautiful thing. I appreciate it now though, because you just appreciate life a little bit more.
Right.
True.
I got to see a lot of early just growth and development from other kids and things like that. So it was cool.
You had any siblings or?
I got 14 brothers and sisters.
14.
14. Goddamn.
Oh shit.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, man.
Yeah, my boy was getting busy out here, man.
Rolling Stone, for real.
No, definitely. In your early days, seeing all of that, what were you getting into extracurricular?
Yeah, what was it outside of school? What was the hobby?
Second grade, I started playing piano. Started doing karate.
Oh.
Ended up becoming a black belt. A lot of people don't know that, actually.
Shit.
I don't
Certified.
It's all coming out today, man.
I don't think anybody really knows that. But yeah, I started playing piano when I was about 6, 7, and then karate at the same time. So those are like my after school activities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what I did. And then by the time I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9, I started making beats. Found my dad's drum machine in the garage.
Oh shit.
Wow, 8 or 9 you're making beats?
I was making beats. I don't know if they
What
was
got you
like,
into music though?
I don't know. My dad was he basically started Salt and Pepper, the female rap group Salt and Pepper.
Oh shit.
So just watching TV, a Salt and Pepper music video come on, he's, you know what I'm saying, he's in it. But then it's like, oh no, he wrote their songs.
Oh.
Oh no, he produced all their beats. Oh no, they were his idea. So it was just like those type of things. I saw that. I saw what it did. You know what I'm saying? My mother is working middle class. You know what I'm saying? But Pops, Pops had.
He was industry.
Yeah.
He was in the industry. He had the bag, so to speak. So I got to see both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
I got the best of both worlds. I had humble beginnings, but when we with Pops is we on boats or we taking trips or we going out to eat or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So humble. You know what I'm saying?
Early on, did you automatically like know that he had to put you up on game, or like seeing all that you knew exactly what he was doing, or like was you confused? Like how did you feel me when you found out? Like
I knew what it was. I knew what it meant. I knew what it can do for just lifestyle. So
right.
doing that, I knew where it came from. So him being able to provide certain things or do certain things, I knew where it came from. So
right.
like, oh, okay. So you're able to afford this because you own their masters.
Oh shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I just knew from the very beginning where the power lied and who makes the most money and why and all that good stuff.
Damn. So you had that in your head like just early on.
Just like I always knew. I don't remember a time where I didn't know right from wrong as far as masters, or like I always had an understanding of it. I knew what it was. I knew that when you produce and you write the song, it's just like you own the shit.
Yeah.
Pretty
More
much,
or less.
yeah.
More
I mean,
or less.
yeah.
Depending, you know what I'm saying? Every situation is different, but you know what I'm saying? It's just it's something to be proud of.
Okay.
And yeah.
So you could thank your dad for most of the stuff that you know today?
My
Would you
mother
say
too.
that?
My mother too. When my
Okay.
mom was 15, 16, she actually had a record deal with RCA, who had like New Edition and all those people back then. They were all signed to the same label. So my mother was a singer. She was on tour. She did tours. She dropped albums. My mom and dad actually met in Hawaii. Salt and Pepper had a show, and my mother had a show, and then my father and her met in Hawaii. So my mother's a singer. No, I learned a lot. I learned just as much from her as I did from him, if not more, for real.
Okay. Sounds like
Just because she was more,
the artist came
she
from
was
your
more
mom,
present.
but the producer came from your dad. Cause you be doing both nowadays.
I can say that. Yeah, facts.
It's pretty fire.
I can say that.
You just came up in a house full of music,
Full
so
of
that
game.
shit's just in your DNA.
Full of game.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
I feel that. So I mean, coming up, your early days of making music, like you say, you were playing the piano, then you transitioned to beats.
Mm-hmm.
So like early on, what were your like influences besides like your family that pushed you to do music or like influenced your sound, sort of say? I know how that sounds, but like how'd you like?
Everybody has their influences.
Yeah.
My pops, and then I think by the time I was in 6th grade, okay, so from an artist standpoint, I was really fucking with 50 Cent heavy.
Yeah,
I was really fucking with Tupac heavy, but then I liked a lot of like Linkin Park and Green Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and then from like a production standpoint, I was really into Michael Jackson, and I really liked what's my boy name? Why am I forgetting his name? Damn, I forgot his name.
Come on, you can't
Quincy
forget his
Jones.
name.
My bad, Quincy.
Okay.
You the OG, yeah, you the OG
Yeah,
for
Quincy
sure.
Jones,
Goated,
for sure.
goated, legend. But Quincy Jones, I was really into Quincy Jones, just his whole, like, how he puts records together, the structure, the production. He's a conductor for real. Like,
Yeah.
he's a really, really talented person.
That's fire.
Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
I got Kanye from the beginning. I remember when the album came out, I didn't know who he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as a kid, you kind of just get music as it's given to you, and as it's put in front of you. But
That's
like
crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day.
Pharrell, Timberland, just like the legends, like the early 2000s, Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, everybody who didn't have a tag.
That's real,
Everybody
bro.
who didn't have a producer tag, that's who That's who was like the guy. Those are the guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And those are hip hop producers. So there's others, but
So early on, you feel me? During like the producer stage, like really young, how were you getting your name out there? Were you in LA when you was doing this, right?
oh yeah. At the time, it was. What are we talking? We're talking. We could fast forward to high school because middle school. I don't know. I really couldn't do much. All I could really do it wasn't like 2021.
Yeah, it's not like today where you could start just really young off the porch, just getting your stuff out there, you know?
You feel me? Like it wasn't really too many avenues. But I mean, we had MySpace, we had DatPiff, we had LimeWire, bro. Like
I remember LimeWire.
there was like the consumption of music and how and the rate that you can consume it was controlled. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't really just go on Apple Music or Spotify and listen to every single artist. Like you really have to like go buy the CD.
Go buy it or pirate it or get a virus or some shit. So
Shout out LimeWire. Definitely put me on a whole lot of music. Whole lot of music.
virus too, man.
yeah,
I downloaded music on that bit like 3 times. It was over.
yeah, computer fucked up. You gotta get a
Oh God. But one thing we would, so like fast forward to high school, one thing we would do was throw parties. You know, that's one of the avenues that we had.
That's live.
Like we were just like, how can we make money? You know, like, but looking back at it, it all makes sense because, okay, and I told you, we've spoken on this before too at the studio, like you got the shows. So like having a physical aspect to the person.
Yeah.
Like you're allowing people to come and interact with you. And then you got merch. So eventually I started doing my thing with Tisa and like doing their events and stuff like that.
Right.
So I never wanted to be looked at or put in a box with a person, place, or thing. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I wouldn't even put my name on stuff. And everybody's just like, who threw this party? So by the time I got with Tisa, there was a face to the whole brand. But I was responsible for their brand. So in reality, I think what I did best was orchestrate things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a good person to put things together because I knew everybody. Like just the schools that I went to and the crowds that I was in. I was in like every single crowd without being in every single crowd. You know what I mean? So you couldn't really, like when you thought of me, you didn't think of one type of person. You just thought of like everybody. Like,
Yeah.
So let's get Tallent involved because he can bring everybody.
Right.
He can bring all types of people. Oh, you want the white girls? You want the Asian people? You want the, you know what I'm saying? So eventually, it just got to a point where it wasn't about music. It wasn't about clothes. It wasn't about anything. It was just talent. Like it was just talent.
I know what you mean.
And I think that's just how that's kind of how I like to have it today, where it's like he doesn't just do one thing. He's not a rapper. He's not a singer. He's not a producer. He's a tastemaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Never heard nobody say it like that. You feel me?
It's a very interesting way to put it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Tastemaker. Say it again.
Tastemaker.
Tastemaker. That need to be a fucking brand or something. That
T-shirt.
needs to be some shit.
T-shirt.
Tastemaker.
We're gonna take care of that.
Yeah. But so you feel me? You don't want to ask a question because I've been asking questions.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so
What
like,
up, Luke?
because you have a studio, right? Mm-hmm. When did that come about? Like, when did you decide I'm gonna build a studio? This is like what I want to do.
So I moved out here to Florida. Mm-hmm. I moved to Broward in 2017. Did a little bit of stuff. I was kind of just hanging out. I wasn't really doing anything. I had the studio, but I didn't have a business. It was just me and...
It was just the homies.
Not even homies. I didn't even have any homies. It was literally just me and my brother, Sticks. That's it.
Right.
Me and my little bro. So
Shout out to Sticks.
Shout out to Sticks. I'm about to go pull up on him after this. Boom, did that. Went back to LA to visit, and then I think I just fell back into the loop of LA, and I ended up getting a fucking job at Banana Republic or something like that, and I just stayed there for like 8 months.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna tell you. I took a trip to Palm Springs to kind of just hang out. Got an Airbnb, went to Guitar Center, bought a bunch of equipment, did the studio for like a few days in the crib, came back to LA. I want to say a homeless person, but somebody broke into the car, stole my laptop, stole my hard drive, stole like 10 bands worth of clothes.
Oh,
just all type of shit. So
a total loss.
I would consider that losing it all, because if any artist or producer has a hard drive, they know how important that hard drive is.
Yeah,
that's your moneymaker.
Like,
man, that's just
I personally,
at that point.
Yeah, that's everything to you. You feel me? Like your music, that's everything to you.
Yeah. I think that hard drive was priceless. So fast forward, I'm on the phone with Mom, and she's just like, "You're not right. Like, yeah, I see you're trying to just do, you know, I was getting into shenanigans and things like that." And she was just like, "I see you trying, but you're not really trying." So I'm just like, okay, whatever that's supposed to mean. Moved back to Florida, 2018. So this is a year later. My dog, Cool Boy, called me like, "Yo, my job's hiring." I go, I get the job. Fast forward a week or two, there's training. I didn't go to the training because what happened? I found this girl. Her name is Barty. Shout out Barty.
Yeah.
And I just saw how she had, like, she was just getting a lot of love. Like, a lot of people were fucking with her. She had her program down. She was throwing parties. She was doing shows. And I liked that. So I knew I had to tap in with the locals if I wanted to do anything. To have a business, to start linking with people for just beats and things like that, giving them beats and just linking with artists. And so she comes by, I hit her up, I DM her, I'm like, "Hey, come to the studio, let's do a song." She comes by, she comes with like 30 niggas. Like, she comes with like 30 niggas. Shout out to everybody that was there, because that's just part of the history. You feel me?
A block party that night.
Damn near. We was in the crib, hot. So fast forward, there was a couple people there that I just gravitated towards, and then those people introduced me to more people. And by the time we get to like the second string of people, he comes into play. So, you know what I'm saying? And then like third string of people, it's just like, okay, then I meet you guys. You know, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like a wave of connections just start coming in.
So boom, I had got a job, but then I'm looking at my schedule. After I did that session, I immediately got booked up. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm about to make a band this week. There's no way I'm going to work.
Oh yeah, I ain't clocking in.
There's no way I'm about to do that. So in my mind, I'm like, it's now or never. It's really just like, if I don't do it now, when the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really want to be an engineer, but I learned how to engineer because I needed an engineer. You know what I'm saying? And I speak the language, so I'm just like, okay.
So you learned for yourself?
I learned for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that it was gonna be a good choice, like, and that just makes you a better producer. So some of the best engineers are good producers, and some of the best producers are good engineers because they hear things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So fast forward, I didn't take the job. Studio started doing really good. It still is. And yeah, and then, you know, just over time, I started meeting different people, different opportunities come into play. Yeah, don't you hate that when somebody's doing an interview and they're all like,
just zoning out, yeah. No, it's like,
yeah.
You're not that cool, my guy. You feel me?
Yeah,
and so yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just that was the time that I think I believed in myself the most, and that was the best thing I ever did.
Right.
Fearlessness. Because it's like you got everybody expecting things from you.
Yeah.
But then you have the reality of like your mama calling you, asking you what you're doing, and you're just like, nothing? Okay, maybe not nothing. I'm in the studio doing sessions. Okay, but do you have a job yet? No, I get paid $35, $40 an hour. I'm not gonna have a job.
Yeah.
Your mama don't want to hear that. Like, not for real. But until I pull up in that Tesla,
you feel you dropping off a bag to her, then she get it.
Oh, and it gets like that. And I, you know, because once I'm able to take care of her and take care of my sister and provide certain things that I couldn't, and take care of myself. Once she saw that I could take care of myself, through my dream,
Yeah.
my passion, she was always supportive. Like, she's my number one fan for sure.
Yeah.
But she always kept me grounded. She
In
was always
check,
just
yeah.
like, all right, understand that, yeah, you're nice, but there's always a possibility that it may not happen.
Mm-hmm.
So have a job, go to school. Didn't do none of that, but yeah.
Nah, I know what you mean.
Even not knocking school either. It just that wasn't
your
my
plan.
path. That wasn't my path.
So shit, like
No regrets.
I get what you're saying. But what do you think like people are scared of most to really like jump off the edge and, you feel me, jump into what they want to do? Do you think like they're afraid? I know it's always they're afraid to like fail or whatever, but like I'm pretty sure there's other things that stop them. What do you think are stopping the masses from actually tapping into that bag to what they really want to do?
What was your biggest fear?
It was just self-doubt. Like, and it's like borderline self-doubt. It's not even just like I can't do it. It's like, you know you can do it, but there's all these things that's in your way. Like, things have to be perfect.
It really be you versus you.
It's really like that. It's just like things got to be a certain way. You have to look a certain way. You want your money to be up a certain way. You want like all these things that, if you really think about it, time will provide these things.
It's never gonna be perfect.
Ain't no such thing as perfection to me. Like, perfect is all opinion. Like, that's just it's very subjective. What's perfect to somebody else may be completely imperfect to the next person.
Definitely.
You know. So what was the question?
The question was, well, he asked,
biggest fear.
yeah,
biggest fear.
yeah, basically.
It wasn't necessarily fear. It was just like I said, like thinking that something's got to be a certain way for you to try or to just step out and do you. And looking back at it, like, I didn't have a heavy case of that. I just wasn't trying as much as I should have been. And once I was just like both feet in, no regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah,
and it was light. I wasn't sitting in a room like, oh, I can't do this. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go make 100 beats and not send them to anybody.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you ain't gonna get nowhere like that. You really got to get out in the field. And,
But people do that, bro. I have over 2,000 songs on my hard drive from clients, and I want to say maybe only 20 of them are out.
damn. Out of 2,000,
Yes.
it's kind of crazy.
It's a deadly cycle.
Statistically, that's like pathetic.
It is, and it's because I feel like a lot of artists nowadays, they're like they'll write a song and then record it, and then before they put it out, they think that it's not good enough, and then like they're continuously looking for the perfect song to drop.
that one,
and then they never find it because they always think there's always some type of critique.
It's too much. It's too much emotion attached to music. That's really what it is. And then it's like you have to think about it. Like, as soon as you put something out, like, everybody puts shit out for what they want people to see. So it's like, if you're finally gonna put that piece of art or something that, like, you feel me, defines you, or like your work ethic, creative, like, you feel me. I mean, personally, for me, it's not really that big of a deal. Now, like, for like streaks on like my inconsistency and shit, like, that's what I would, like, you feel me, focus more on. Not so much about it being out, but people, like, even, I feel like the same way how the internet is a platform, the same way how it's like putting a human on stage, like, they gonna catch stage fright, like, no matter what.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 they're gonna catch stage fright, even if they did it 1,000,000 times. So it's the same thing. Like, social media is like your stage. Like, that's where you perform. Like, people do shit for the gram. So it's like,
That's very true.
that's true. That's true.
I don't know. I just think of it as like, if you're an artist, right? Is it not more beneficial? Well, first of all, when you drop music, at the time, that's probably like the type of person that you are, right? And like when you drop a lot of music, over time, people get to see the character development. You know what I mean? Versus if you're just holding on to everything that you have made throughout the years.
It's priceless.
And then they get this version of you that, like, you know what
it's
I mean?
already
It's
turned
so
the
They don't
fuck
even
up.
know how you got there.
Yeah, exactly. You be scared, especially nowadays. It's like, you feel me?
I think what happens is people see, like, for example, people will see just like, I'm not going to name a name, but like people will just see a rapper and all of a sudden he just pops out of nowhere with all the money. And he's just shining. He just buzzed down Everybody loves him. The girls love him. The guys want to be him. He's fresh. All the street dudes fuck with him. All the industry people fuck with him. Who is this nigga? How did he get there? So in everybody's mind is just like, they think it happened overnight. When in reality, half of the time, the people that I'm thinking about, they was in the streets, risking everything, and then one day decided to go rap. Right. It wasn't, they was in the streets trying to rap at this, and most of the time, those people it doesn't happen like that for them. The niggas who's out there selling drugs and really risking everything, they be like, okay, I'm rich, but I can't keep doing this forever. So what do I do now? Oh yeah, I'll just go take this bag and rap.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of messes with people's perceptions, and then you got like, it's really crazy. Like
everybody on the radio old as fuck, by the way. So now I bet people any upcoming anything is like their mind is bust right now because it's like, damn,
you got 14-year-old millionaires.
Yeah, it's like either 14, 15-year-old TikTok millionaires or every nigga on the radio is 30 plus.
Our heads are messed up as far as the perception of time and where you should be in life.
That's true,
dude.
Like,
yeah.
At 18, okay, first of all, at 14, no, you shouldn't have $1 million, but okay. At 18 to 21, most people go to school, and we all know when you come out of school, you're in debt most of the time, and there's not a high-paying job just waiting for you, even though it should be.
Yeah, that's true.
So
a lot of people graduate and just can't find jobs.
You feel me? And then from 21 to 25 is, okay, I'm getting my shit together.
And then 25 to 30.
And then 25 to 30 is like, okay, I'm enjoying getting my shit together, but now it's time to level up because I want to have kids and do this and do that.
Yeah.
So everybody just thinks by 18, you're just supposed to be fucking that guy.
Selling out.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to be that lit. Like, no, bro. Statistically, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Can it? Sure. But, and it's so scary because you have a whole generation of people who like, don't go to college because they want to be a rapper, and it's like, and it's hard to say, but a lot of them won't be rappers.
A lot of them won't go to college either.
So it's like, what do you really do? So I just think people's perception of things are a little
warped.
It's warped.
It's a good word to use.
Very warped.
It's warped.
Honestly, just all
Tainted.
niggas want to be seen, and you feel me? Bitches want a body.
Yeah.
And if nothing else matters, a blue check matters to motherfuckers.
For sure.
That's true, yeah.
That blue check have people thinking crazy.
But
You're just it. Like you figured it all out with a blue check, huh? You're official like a referee.
Yeah, it's really sick.
so coming up, like, were you thinking like that as well, or like, did you really think different from like the average person trying to get into the music industry?
For me, I always knew that if I wasn't gonna be a producer, I was gonna be a writer. If I wasn't gonna be a writer, then I can make a living being an engineer, which will put me in a room to be able to be a producer and a writer.
Yeah.
And then you want to be an artist. Okay, cool. I always had options.
You always had a way in.
I always knew that I was gonna be where I am, so I wasn't tripping. Like, I wasn't nervous. Like I said, it was all just like wanting things to be perfect. Like, okay, nah, like my pops is who my pops is. I gotta come correct. I gotta be a certain way. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And it was mild. I wasn't waking up every morning trying to be like him. I was just trying to figure out who I was in the midst of all of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a process, bro.
Social media never got to you though. Like, you weren't ever like,
Nah.
oh my god, like this nigga's younger than me. He's got his own apartment or nothing like that.
Nah, because the opportunities are different for you guys. Like, just having the things that you guys have, bro, y'all should be lit by the time y'all are able to use that phone. Like, everything that you could possibly want as far as the tools are via the internet. And then it translates into real life. And sometimes it's vice versa. Sometimes things happen in real life and then they get to the internet. But I've never sat there and be like, damn, this kid is 18 and he's having it all. Now, he should be. Now, 18 in 2012,
That was different.
Different times.
We didn't even have Apple Music yet, bro. I don't think.
It probably was a thing, but it probably just wasn't
It
as.
was definitely iTunes.
Yeah, it was.
It was iTunes, but I never got.
It wasn't like
I
the
never
streaming
got
service.
jiggy with
Streaming
iTunes.
services haven't hit
Till
everywhere
20
yet.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
we had
Streaming
just,
was
we
like
had just got
2014.
SoundCloud for like SoundCloud had just became
Yeah.
like, okay, we're using SoundCloud. Before it was YouTube though.
Yeah, pretty much.
YouTube wasn't even like how it is today.
Nah, that's
YouTube
very
is
true.
mad big. You gotta think about it. There's mad people that use like Roku,
Yeah.
PlayStation,
Facts, like, cable
Xbox.
is, like, outdated.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
streaming.
bro,
Yeah,
like,
streaming is like the new way of the future now. Type shit.
it is
We stream everything.
so dope to be young in this era. In this
You young
generation.
too, though.
Well, yeah, I still feel 19, bro. I wake up every morning like I'm excited to be 30, but I still feel 18. I still feel 19. Like, shit is lit.
As you should, my boy.
Shit is lit. For
Yeah,
real,
so I wanted to ask because there's gonna be like producers and stuff that's watching this and people that are looking for not necessarily a blueprint, but just advice. Like, how do you get new clients? Like, how do you start from zero and then get to where you need to be? In terms of like a client base where you can have consistent people coming back, customers and stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah.
You know, you are the brand.
It is
And
definitely
you did
a
start
business.
from zero.
Definitely did start from zero.
So-
For me, it's always just been the music. It's always been what I'm capable of. There's other producers and other engineers who have more clout than me, and they're not pleasant people. They're not cool to work with. They're not even as good as they may seem. Like, okay, you have 20,000 followers, but like, you suck. You know what I'm saying? So
Straight like that.
I was always able to just stand on what I'm capable of. Like, talent. I've really been nice. Like, I've never remembered a time where I wasn't. But hard work always
beats talent.
It outdoes talent.
Yeah.
And I knew that early. Like, it's just simple math. If you're not good at something and the next person is, all you got to do is work harder than them. And then one day you will be. Because they're not working. Because they're already content.
They're already good. They ain't worried about it.
They're satisfied because they're naturally good at it. But like, once you see like, okay, I'm running. I caught up to them. If I keep running, I'm going to pass them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But for other engineers and producers, just really be you. Okay, what works for me? I mean, you've been to the studio. I think I just connect with you guys. Like, I connect with my clients. It's not just some nerdy dude on a computer who sits there and shuts the fuck up and presses buttons. Like, I have valid input. I have valid suggestions. Like, people leave the studio reevaluating their whole shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, once they leave the studio, like a light bulb went off. And I think that's priceless.
That is priceless. It's true.
I don't think people come to my studio because of the studio. They come to the studio because of me.
And the experience too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you actually do feel like someone cares. Like, the person that's responsible, because I'm first line of defense. As a producer and an engineer, like, I should be an artist's best friend. And that's another thing. Like, artists and producers get treated like shit, but that's not the question. Okay, so to break it down into points, be yourself. Try to connect with the client. Figure out who they are. It's almost like being a psychiatrist. You feel me? Try to just find a way to connect with them and be able to guide them through the process and create an enjoyable experience in the studio. And of course, they'll want to come back. That's with the restaurant. That's with going shopping, buying a car at the dealership. You always want to create a pleasant experience. And then the music and the quality of your work has to be up to par. Especially if you out here popping shit, like, you're just that tight and you want to charge niggas $1,000 an hour. Like, don't get me wrong, the equipment is a lot of the time the reason why, but sometimes the equipment is not enough. Sometimes the engineer still sucks. It happens to him all the time. Like,
All the time.
he'll call me like, bro, can you pull up? Like, this nigga is whack. I'm like, yo.
Lost for words, man.
Like, this nigga's recording, deadass recording, pressing R.
Damn.
So it's frustrating, bro. Like I've heard people say, "Hey, listen to this mix and master. I think I might want you to redo it. Tell me what you think of this version." And I'll just be like, "Damn, like how much did you pay for this?" And they'll say some crazy number, and I'll just be like, "That's crazy. Like it's almost like robbery. It's thievery for real. Like it's like somebody. It's like you trying to go buy weed and you paying top dollar for some booth. Like anybody's gonna be tight. So everybody's gonna be really excited once they find that plug that's charging them less with even better weed. Just as an example, because I don't sell weed. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. Yeah.
So it's just the quality, bro. Like anywhere I go, I travel the world with my laptop and my hard drive, and I get business everywhere. Like once I post on my IG, I'm doing sessions, and I drop the location of where I'm at.
You're getting calls.
I'm gonna get, bro. I swear to God. I'm about to go to DR. I got a session lined up for DR.
You got clientele, like you think clientele comes through like word of mouth? Like you think that your service is just what gets people to recommend you to other people? It's
a little bit of everything. I think algorithmically, the more that I post about the studio, then the internet will do its job and put me in front of people who are looking for studio time. I'm seeing that happen. Mm-hmm. And then I've also seen like, hey, you feel me? Since they told me that you were dope, I like the song that you guys just dropped. It's fire. I want to get in the studio. How much is it per hour? How much are beats? And they get more interested once they figure out, once it's a face to the name. Because, I'm sure it happened to you guys, oh, who's Tallent? Like, where's his studio? Like, I've heard of this studio, like, but where is it? Which I love, by the way.
That's very true.
I'm like, which I love, by the way. It's private. Like, it's not a facility. It's at my home. You know what I'm saying? Got the guest house, multiple rooms. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it up top of next year. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna have 3 rooms. It's gonna be dope. We just bought some new mics, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm excited.
Oh shit, man!
For real.
It sound like you feel me. You got like I don't want to say like you got everything figured out.
I don't, though.
But it just seems like you know, like it seems like you know what you're doing with this shit.
I know what I'm doing, but I'm constantly searching for more knowledge, bro. Because one thing I don't get it fucked up, y'all. Like none of this shit is possible without help. Like I did have help, whether it's advice, whether it's somebody lending an opportunity to learn something or connect with somebody or get a lower price on a piece of equipment. Like you always gotta have resources.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that took me a long way. Like even with Barty, like without Barty, I don't know if I would be here right now as far as meeting the people that I met when I met them and things like that. That's just the timeline of, but I knew what I was doing when I invited her to the studio.
Yeah.
Like I knew that she was dope and she was gonna open doors. I don't know if she knew that, but I knew that this was an opportunity to tap in. So that's what I did.
Definitely. Shit, man. So like it sounds like to me, like it's kind of like connections were like a big thing for you, like especially for like your career. So my question, a lot of people now, they suck at making connections and actually connecting with people and being a people's person. And how do they
people
say,
talking about they got social anxiety?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're in that area. So
that's because
what social anxiety is?
Niggas are shy. Right? That's because people are shy, bro. Like before, you couldn't even hide behind a computer like that. You know what I'm saying? You really had to get out into the field and pull up to certain events and go to different pop-up shops or different concerts and really try to make it happen from there. Like you really did have to do these things. Now you can more or less have a certain number of followers, take a couple pictures with people, and now all of a sudden you look legit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you think like street credit is still important? Like being known in the street, not just on social media?
Yeah, for sure.
Very much.
Because that's real life.
Yeah.
That's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really go to a different city, you hop off the plane, you're in a real place. And if you go to the right place, it could be good. If you go to the wrong place, it could still be good because you got street cred. But shit gets tricky everywhere. I don't know if that really applies to everybody because not everybody's demographic is the streets. But if we're referring to respect in real life amongst your people, then yeah, like street cred that's very important because who are you once you log off? Like who are you? For like people on Instagram and Twitter, they love you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's commenting. People want to be like you, but like you go home to your city and like everybody remembers what you did back then. Everybody remembers just like they know you. So you always have to. I feel like it's important to get love.
And people always want to remember the worst.
Niggas love to bring up the past, bro. So you feel me?
Damn.
But some people can't live with who they are for real. So
I feel like a lot of people don't really like to embrace the past. They'll rather just like, you feel me, wipe their slate clean.
Try to run from it.
Yeah, you feel me? Think that they're gonna get a whole bunch of money and everything gonna be Gucci. Like, nah, like I don't know, like, you feel me? If you're gonna do something, stand on it, and then you'll realize where either you fucked up or whether like if you learned a lesson from it, and then allow that to make you move on rather than like create a facade for yourself.
That's some great advice.
Yeah, money don't fix everything.
For real.
What do you?
My bad.
Go ahead.
You think money buys happiness?
Never.
Hell no.
It's a very, very common question.
It can't, bro, because there were moments where I was completely happy when I was broke.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? And even still today, I'm like, I understand what I want in life. Like, some niggas just want to be super duper famous. I just want to be rich. Like, I just want to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want. It's that simple. So maybe that's happiness, but okay, to be real, it's not me. I want to be able to provide a lifestyle for the ones that I love. That's where the happiness will come in. You know what I mean? Because if I'm able to do all this shit by myself, but my mom still has to deal with some daycare kids and she's 60, 70 years old by that time, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You feel me? My sister just graduated college. I'm about to buy her a car. That's
lit.
Dope. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I can take care of myself. That's cool. But I still have people that more or less depend on me or will eventually because my mother's going to get old. My father's going to get old. I'm going to have aunts and uncles who are going to get old. And that's just the domino effect of life. Like, the generation before the generation after should take care of the generation before. Because they sacrificed a lot to raise you. In most cases. Because I guess some parents don't make sacrifices.
Nah, factually. Can I say something about the money shit though?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we got to cut out the happiness word personally because like.
Happiness word?
Like, yeah, like using money could buy happiness because like,
that's true.
even if you have, like, look at it like this. You could have the most money in the world.
Yeah. But
But you cannot buy time. We was just talking about it in the whip before you pulled up. If you, like, look, you could have $100K right now. If you don't got no time, how you going to spend $100K?
That's
And
true.
you could have 100,000 hours, but if you don't have no money to enjoy yourself or even elevate yourself, what are you going to do? And a lot of niggas waste time.
And then on top of that, bro, the perception of happiness is different.
For everybody.
That's also subjective. So like how I said, I just want to be able to provide a lifestyle and I want everybody to be comfortable. That's what would make me happy.
I feel like it's not even so much the money. I just feel like newness makes people happy. Like, shit being new.
Experiencing new things and
Yeah, like, you
new
feel me?
lifestyle and
The drive, just like, you feel me? It being like, cause like that's something that you can't control for like that exhilarating feeling when you hop on a roller coaster or some shit. Like, you know that's gonna come. Now when you go touch down in the city, you like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, you feel me? You just
it's true.
lit. It's new.
I mean, even
with a girl, like, you feel me?
Retail therapy too. buying new
You know
stuff.
about that.
Yeah, like I mean that's true though. It's,
We know
Popping
you.
tags.
We know how you get down. Yeah.
Popping tags, nah, there's really, but it's like after you're done with that, you still looking like you still looking for new, like where it's at now.
Yeah,
like
it never ends.
You cozy new, like he chilling new.
For sure.
Yeah, it never ends when it comes to the money. You know what I'm saying?
Time, bro, time. Money gonna come.
I do want to touch on the artist side of you, just because I know there's a lot, bro. Being an artist is one of the most like saturated industries in the world right now for kids, right? Mm-hmm. And you're an artist as well, so you could put in as much as you want. Mm-hmm. But because do you think that you've had success as an artist?
I would say I've had more success as a producer because I always wanted to just use my artistry to showcase my songwriting and production ability.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I have a bunch of songs that I have that I want Rihanna to sing these songs. Like songs that I love, that I'm emotionally attached to. That means nothing. I want the biggest artist in the world to sing them, not me. But once SoundCloud and Apple Music, once these things started to become real, of course you're gonna want to go make a song. But honestly, I've been making music since the very beginning. Like I recorded my very first song with Sid from the internet. Mm-hmm. She lived in my neighborhood and she had a studio, and I went over there and recorded my first song. And it was on some like Justin Bieber, like, you feel me? I was on some pop shit. Like, I was on some like I was on my Majid Jordan damn near. So the artistry is gonna be way bigger in the future because that wasn't always my main focus. I always wanted to be recognized and respected as a producer and a songwriter first and foremost. Okay. But I think naturally this guy got me wanting to go into the studio every single day. You know what I'm saying? So
you're talented though.
It's just thank you. You've heard it.
Talent, no cap.
You've heard a lot of my music too, so I know you speaking firsthand because you know what's going on, but the world doesn't.
That's true. That's very true.
and that's what I'm excited for, bro. Like, for example, when we were talking about being fearless, I recently released a single and a music video. Fabricate. It's on YouTube right now, Spotify, Apple Music.
Yeah, he put me onto that shit. That shit was cool.
I fuck Go Stream.
Yeah.
Whole lot of 777 shit going on.
Yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
I did a pop-up shop / music video release. When I tell you that the amount of love that I got from that, I wasn't expecting. Because like I didn't do much as an artist. I didn't do as much as I should have done. So when there's platinum producers pulling up, platinum artists, models, actors, fashion designers, like when there's all these people label A&Rs and things, just things like that.
All them showing that support.
You feel me? I wasn't expecting that. So that was just a reality check, like, whoa, okay. It's lit. Like, it's lit and you're not even trying. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I had merch. This is one of the last pieces left. They're basically sold out. I didn't even post the merch. Like, I could tell somebody right now that I had merch and the internet wouldn't know because I never posted it. It was for the pop-up shop only. So if you were there,
you got to get it.
You got it. That's it.
Like, he lying. I don't got no hoodie. I don't got no hat.
I got one for you. It's in LA.
We're gonna talk about it later.
I was supposed to get one too.
I didn't even know about that hoodie.
I got the whole gang. Don't even trip. But nah, I got this. It's literally like it's in LA. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta go to LA. Y'all about to go to LA, no?
Yeah,
I'm trying to go soon. Yeah,
October, I think.
It's lit.
I'm probably gonna be in there in November.
Oh, for sure.
You can't put a time on Cali. You just gotta buy that ticket.
That's really what it is.
Not miss that flight.
Do it now, boy. That shit cheap.
It is cheap.
It's cheap.
You could first class for about $200-$300.
You feel me? That's real though.
I don't know about that one. First class,
business, which is first class on some planes because some planes don't have. You feel me? The luxurious first class.
Yeah, it should just be
sometimes
extra space.
It do just be business class.
It really just be extra space.
Still wavy. Ain't nobody trying to sit in them little ass seats. We getting to the PJ, man. We gonna do PJ very soon.
Oh shit.
PJ,
One day, very soon.
PJ and my PJs.
Yeah,
That's
for
fire.
sure.
Bro, I gotta ask, cause I'm assuming that you've seen a lot of artists grow, and you've probably seen a lot of artists fail too. Just at like being in the business of producing and stuff like that. So, do you have like advice for music artists that are watching right now, like things that like maybe next steps that they could do to market themselves better, reach a fan base, things like that? Just because like I said, you're the vet in the game right now, at least for Florida and stuff like that.
I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
I gotta ask because like there's a lot of people that just don't know how to get a fan base. They're releasing songs and it's consistently hitting the same amount of plays that they usually get, and stuff like that. So like, what's the game?
Independent artists need to focus on their shows, their merch, their streams, and their social media, using it as a platform to get business in other realms. I feel like those 4 things are like the holy grail. That's like the Bible of today. Mind you, I didn't talk about no record label.
True.
Independent.
It's not even necessary. Like, most of the time when people go get a record deal, it's because of the money. Niggas don't even be they don't even care about the resources. They're just trying to get $1 million. That's ridiculous to me. Yeah. Because you gotta know you're gonna make more than $1 million. And your deal is, so anyway. Yeah. Shows, merch, streams, social media, using it as a platform. That's really it. Like, I mean, I did it for the pop-up shop and it went well. And I knew it was. You know, like, maybe that sounds like I have all the answers, but I figured that part out. Now it's just consistency and growth, because to get from point A to point Z, you got to start at point A, boy. You know what I mean? You got to start somewhere. So, this is the merch, by the way. But yeah, I wanted cut and sewn pieces. Yeah, I wanted 1 million different colorways and different fabrics, and but you got to start somewhere.
True.
You know what I'm saying? 2-3 releases down the line, like, yeah, it makes sense. And because not everybody has the money. Not everybody has the money to go do things. So go link up, do a show, try to put the show together yourself independently, charge whatever you're going to charge, take that money, go make some merch, take that money, go do another show, sell the merch. Mind you, you got to be in the studio dropping songs while you're doing this. So start from the beginning. Your first party, you can go take a few $100s and do a music video. Drop it on your page because you want to start building real estate. You want to start building net worth. You want people to look at those numbers and know that they're yours and not someone else's. Which, for some people, okay, it doesn't really matter because they end up getting so big that eventually they'll just start dropping songs on their page. Right. But if we're talking about from the beginning, how I want to do it, how I'm doing it, or how we're doing it, it's all in-house.
And don't be scared to try shit either. And don't annoy people with like trying to push your art or craft onto somebody. You can never do that, honestly. Like the go check me out comments and shit like that.
Yeah. Sending it to everybody's DM.
Never win.
I always tell
because
people,
now, my bad to cut you off, but like now everybody is somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't be looked at as a public figure and be scared to do shit. Like, why are you doing it? Yeah. You don't even believe in yourself, honestly. You just don't want to be like a 9-to-5 nigga or a slim body bitch. Right. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, show me a girl right now that don't want her body done. Cause that internet shit got your confidence like mad bust.
Yeah, it's a confidence thing and it's a time thing and it's you versus them. Always keep your enemies close, but keep them last. You feel me? Because the first people that you're going to call if shit hit the fan or if you need something is not that. Because, you feel me? You've been trying to flex on them or, you feel me, get them out the game this whole time. Yeah. But really, everybody be on social media like, once I know, you feel me? Too much. It's politics. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you feel me? Like, it's consistency, bro. It's consistency. I would never tell someone to go sign their life away for some money. And I know that everyone's situation is different. Like, I'm not in a situation where my back is against the wall and I got 2-3 kids and
That's true. Some
You
niggas
feel
want to
me?
pull their
I'm-
family out the
I'm
hood and
not-
shit.
You feel me? Like I'm in a clear space. I wasn't always in a clear space, but now that I'm in a clear space, I can think and I can breathe. And now it's like everything that I want, it just comes. Pause.
Yeah, for sure.
And then another thing too is that I don't know. I feel like if once you're at the point where a record label is looking at you, you probably have the potential to do a lot bigger things
On your own, anyway.
on your own.
We
And-
denied 3 deals this month.
Yeah,
Last
we did.
one.
Yeah, we did. And it's leverage. So if you're going into a meeting and you don't have any streams or you don't have any, like what I like to call real estate, you have all your music videos are being posted on other platforms, you don't have any merch, you haven't even thought about merch, they can kind of control the conversation.
Every which angle that you
Yeah.
try to come at, because it's like there's no analytics or data to back that up. My best bet, if you're over 18 and still interested in being an artist, go get a credit card with a limit, because then you'll be able to see everything that you spend. Only spend it specifically on music. You feel me? Whether it's promotion, marketing, you feel me? Replace the $500 that you spend cash and use that for something else, video, whatever you want to do. Make sure that you have a cap on it, because if you don't have a cap on it, then you'll never be able to show it, and you'll never be able to know in general. Like me, I don't have a music budget, and that's just because like financial freedom is like, you feel me, right in front of my face. So I'm not letting up with how much money, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna matter, because we finna.
You are the label.
Yeah, we finna triple, double.
We are responsible
quadruple.
for how much money we spend on these videos, how much money we spend on the marketing and the merch. Like, that's what I'm saying. Somebody will be quick to go get a record deal because they're gonna provide all the funds, and that's gonna allow them to live their dreams and see their face on posters and billboards and on T-shirts and things like that. But, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's like Nipsey said it best: "It's in you, it's not on you."
You upcoming too, like
You could really do it. You could really do it by yourself. Not by yourself, but independently.
if you really
Definitely.
like, if you watching this, or like even y'all, if y'all want to go do some research, like go look at different labels that everybody signed to, and then look at the pages that repost the artists that are signed to the labels. Like everybody has more followers than them. Like you would probably have more followers than like the page that they're like publishing and marketing, and you feel me, doing everything from like that the sources come to, that you actually like, you feel me, have to have that record label reference or referral or any of that thing. Bro, your page is littered in there, just so you know. Anybody that's watching, you're littered in them.
For sure.
Oh, shit.
Y'all can do it, man.
Yeah, man.
You just
Sources.
gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah, I can-
I'm
I
not
think
saying
the
it's
job is
easy.
first.
I'm not saying it's easy. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
true.
I do know that people's biggest downfall is self-doubt. It's not even money. It's self-doubt. Because I did a whole lot of things with no money. Trust me, I did a whole lot with little to no dough. So, it's possible. Definitely not impossible.
Hey, niggas been getting high since about 14, 15 with no bread.
How that work?
How that happen?
So you know a nigga can make anything possible because want to smoke some weed. If you a jit, if you watching this and you 16, 17,
Smoking weed
I
with
know
no
you-
job.
I know you smoking weed. How you getting money to smoke weed? You find a way. So just take that and apply to it. You feel me?
Shit. I was watching I forgot what it was, but I was watching some shit with Kanye. And Kanye, he was saying that he don't think artists should have managers or something like that. Because he was saying that with that, you have like too many. Because he was saying in his case, he had one manager and he'll basically have managers for everything, and he'll be just, stuck in this box. You feel me? He'll feel like he has no control, I just want to like see what you think about that. Do you think that's true, or like
Can I answer the question?
how you feel about that?
Can I answer the question? Because I got mad people to do shit. So with that, he's completely right. As far as me, because like we only speak about shit that's real, like real life.
Yeah.
Me having a manager, especially Tallent, he's actually talented and he's musically influenced. Like say me, if I'm in a room, just because you know this person, I make you my manager. You can't tell me shit about music.
Right.
Like you can't help me in my creative process, and that's really what it be. Like you feel me? Ye saying that because the nigga can't be creative. because he got too many people involved and like in a position that they're, you feel me, running shit.
Yeah.
Or like he's telling them what to do to go, you feel me, follow up with other people.
Yeah.
Which even then he's too stressed as an artist. That's really what it be. Like you could be fully in control because like I have full creative control, but we do have conversations and like there is like directions that he sends me in and like, you feel me, I send him stuff. It should be like as if y'all are friends going to the same like motive, same, you feel me, challenge, whatever niggas are
y'all on the
against.
same mission.
Yeah. So however we get there is how we get there. As far as niggas having a manager though, I would say definitely give somebody that title when you feel like they're ready for that title. Don't give it to them just because you feel like their advice is good or because you look up to them for wisdom or you feel like they have a little bit more connection than you. Don't do that.
Yeah, give it to somebody that deserves that title.
Because once you take it away, that nigga's not going to help you the same. I promise.
For sure.
Yeah. Shit, no janky promoter shit.
I like to think of myself as the voice in the back of your head or like the angel on your shoulders though. Not really a manager because it's just like, I hate that word, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for everybody else's eyes. Like, we know what it is. Like,
Or like a
shit really could have went with
I was
no
about to
title.
say creative consultant, but you don't even want to say that.
I was about to say, you feel me, like a consultant.
creative
Talent
consultant.
slowly becoming the gatekeeper. Remember I said it. And he ain't even from here.
Whole lot of 777 shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, you said Kanye said he just feels like he's going nuts with all these people taking care of shit. What are you gonna do? Like, can you do it by yourself, bro, or not? Like,
And he just doing that because he can, honestly.
Yeah, like, but keep it G. Like,
it's probably a lot though.
If you got a million things going on, bro, how does it make sense to not put somebody in charge of doing the legwork or make the tedious work, like just the day-to-day things? Like, so I don't know what he was going through at that specific moment when he said that. Maybe one of them guys pissed him off or something.
Yeah, because you know he be firing people. Like, he getting new people. He don't got no 10.
He don't like.
Yeah, he don't got no 10 toes, no 10 toe down ass niggas around him for real. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, nah. Shit, I've never had a manager, bro.
You think Pusha T getting in his chest like?
Yeah. No, nah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. I was just wanted to see what you had to say about that because I already know you. You know about that type of shit.
I feel them, but it's like they work for you, my boy. So whatever you don't like he said, that boy be firing niggas. Yeah, get your ass fired in a hot second. So, shit, if you got a manager, make sure he's doing his job. Make sure he's not stealing from you. Make sure he's for you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that he has your best interests at heart. Because in reality, depending on what managerial position it is, people's lives are dedicated to you as the artist. Every day they wake up, it's your agenda they have to worry about.
Yeah, they got to make your dream come true.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a heavy workload when dealing with somebody like Kanye, for example. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I have 3 different like people on a daily basis that I have a conversation with just to get the day through. Like, security, booking manager. Like, feel me? And that's just to get one studio session booked. So imagine how that nigga feel damn near buying a stadium.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Ain't nobody tell him to go buy the stadium. Honestly. He could have finished the album.
Man.
He loves to do things.
Yeah, he gotta have all the attention on him.
Most of the time, it's not even necessary.
I would do some shit like that, though.
Honestly.
I would do some shit like that.
Being 7 days just in that little ass room, just
With a bed.
in jail cell, nigga.
Bro, he was doing like everything in there, bro.
You
Like,
had to, bro. When you on that level, your brain just.
I guarantee that room was not as small as we thinking. That
it
shit-
probably wasn't.
Yeah, it's probably camera tricks or something.
all the shit that he was doing in there. What?
The man was working out. He had like 30 niggas in that room.
Oh God.
My boy's mattress was on the floor.
There's no way he slept in there.
I don't think so. I think it was.
I feel like he laid down.
Oh yeah, he streamed the whole thing. He streamed everything.
And like he was sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, like they streamed everything. I forgot about that.
No, Apple Music, he was
They
streaming
streamed him
the process.
sleeping?
Yeah,
him sleeping, him working out, different artists coming in and out. Like they streamed everything.
It was like 8 hours of him sleeping, like just being streamed out for music. Like it was so dope.
I bet he made a bag though.
I was like, niggas was watching that though.
He made a bag.
He made some M's. He made some M's before the album dropped.
Before the album dropped.
That's a little sick.
With the ticket sales, merch.
That's crazy.
Imagine if people was actually able to watch him sleep live, like in person.
They paid for that? That's some weird shit.
That's some weird shit. I don't even have Apple Music. I ain't using my monthly subscription. You know how many people bought the monthly subscription to watch this nigga sleep?
Dude,
a lot of people.
That's crazy. Like,
I don't know.
I'm a whole artist and don't have Apple Music, so I can only imagine how many other people got an iPhone with no Apple Music that bought it for this nigga.
Beware of managers though, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
It's tricky.
Shit, yeah.
We coming up on an hour now.
We coming up on an hour, you feel me?
Get the final questions in. No, yeah, it feels like it's been natural, huh? That's how I've been feeling too, not gonna lie. But shit, what's your last question for?
Shit, my last question. Tallent? I know for the whole interview, you feel me, we was talking about the youth and shit like that. But I just wanna know, like, final statements. What's your message to the youth? Both of y'all, what's y'all message to the youth?
Figure out who you are. Figure out what you want in life and go get it.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Before that, like this 777 shit for like a lot of people don't know that it's 17 stands for completion, the middle one stands for balance, and the last one stands for being a revitalization to a revolution. And what I mean by that is if you think like if your first thing is to think to do what the next person is doing, even if you're gonna do it, like outdo them. You feel what I'm saying? Like you have to believe in yourself first, or else you're like living for nothing. If you don't believe in nothing, then like what's your reason here? And a lot of people don't have their reason, or like, you feel me, their purpose is really purpose. They don't know what their purpose is. So
right.
You feel me, living that everyday life and like actually believing in yourself will help you get to finding out who you are and finding out what you want to do and finding out how you want to do it, honestly. But you really gotta believe in yourself first.
Facts. And I mean, also, if there's anybody that, you know, they're looking for guidance or they're just looking to collab on beats, you know, you need a studio to record, you know, you're tired of your engineer not understanding your sound or whatever the case may be, just tap in. Like, I answer all my DMs. I'm not that guy. You know, it may take a second, but it doesn't take forever. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll just put the little thing. Can we put the little thing on the thing?
We got you, bro. We got you covered.
Thing right there. Yeah.
The ad's gonna be there.
Yeah, bro. We gonna put it there, bro.
For sure.
Shit, what's your...
Shit. I mean, I already asked the last question I usually do.
Oh,
about
yeah.
the advice, so I think I'm done, yeah.
Yeah, bro, be yourself. Or what I said, try to figure out who you are. Like, it'll take a while. Like, everybody just thinks that, you know, you graduate high school and you are who you will be forever.
Yeah.
And trust me,
Don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. Like, when I tell you from 18 to 27, it all just seems like one big moment. That's because that's just how life is, bro. But once you're done going to school every day, life begins.
Yeah,
so
that's that. Yeah.
From 18 to 21, from 21 to 25, pay attention. Figure out who you are. Figure out what you want, what you really want. Don't be afraid and go get it.
Shit,
No
man.
cap. One last thing. Never sit in any establishment, no matter where you at, even in your brain. Never have your back turned to the door. Take it how you want.
There you go.
Shit, man. Tallent and Sensei, man. I'm glad y'all boys came through and dropped some knowledge, man. Thanks for having me. Shit. Tell everybody where they could find y'all and find y'all craft and shit.
Tallent, Tallent, 4 T's. I said 4 T's.
4 T's.
Yeah, that's on IG. And then on Twitter is Tallent Azor. So 2 L's on Twitter. Hey, get at me on Twitter, bro. I'll be saying some real shit.
Feel me? It's SD CUP SD cup. You feel me? But I dropped the cup. We sipping body armor now.
Oh shit!
That's that shout out you was talking about.
Yeah, body armor, man.
No free promo.
Streaming
this
platforms, $ENSEI, or y'all can search SD cup 777.
Yeah.
With this rock stars.
Me and bro got a project coming out real soon. Probably next month, maybe. We don't want to give a
Let's
date.
not put a date on it.
We got a
but-
title. We got a title. Can you give us the title?
Nah, no titles.
No
but
title.
definitely let's go this Friday. So
Okay.
9/24.
Let's go. The new single dropping this Friday,
Visuals included. So.
and then I got a new video dropping next week.
Oh, we lit.
we rolling out.
We lit.
Ain't no
We
more
lit.
inconsistency. Yeah.
You know what
Nah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure. But this has been another episode of Creative. Fuck, why I sound like that? This is another episode of the Creative Hub podcast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tallent and Sensei for coming out. They was giving us gems. You know,
It's
you know
a
what
good
I'm saying?
episode.
This was a great
Y'all
episode.
appreciate
Y'all, man.
A lot
Yeah,
of
I can't
artists
wait to
gonna
see this.
appreciate this. And shit, man, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
Nah, proud of y'all boys too. Keep doing y'all thing. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Black
I
owned.
love seeing this, bro.
What?
This is
Can y'all do the hands? What button? What button? Click the hands.
Love y'all, bro.
Nah, man.
Love.
Shit. Feeling shameless?
Feeling shameless.
We out.
Shameless.